Hello guys again. In this lesson, we'll continue the lesson life stories. Okay, and we are here in exercise number 6, help with grammar, review of verb forms and questions. Here, what we will do now, we'll match the words, phrases in bold in Jamie's profile to these verb forms. We have here present simple, okay, present continuous, past simple, and be going to. So, for example, here in the profile, we have worked. Which tense is worked? It's past simple. Very good. It's past simple, okay? And is going to open is about going to, grammar. Then we have lives, it's present simple, and is writing. Writing is present continuous. Very good. Okay, so here, again, present simple, lives, present continuous is writing, past simple worked, and be going to is going to open. This is just to know if you know the tenses or no, okay? So next, in the grammar, we have this table of how we write a question. Look at the table, notice how we usually make question. Okay, so here we have, we always start with question words, auxiliary, do, does, did, any word you make a question with, subject and verb. Notice here we didn't say infinitive. Why? Because we will put present simple, past simple, present continuous all together. Okay, in present continuous we don't have infinitive. So what we will do now, he said, then write questions 2 to 4. Okay, in the table, 2 to 4. Let's go to the table here. Okay, so where are 2 to 4? Okay. So here we have 2, 3, and 4. We will write these questions here. Okay. Why? So in the order, you know that we have question word, auxiliary, subject, verb. Write it here. Okay. Stop the video. Write the questions in the correct place. Every word in the correct place. After that, we'll check together. Okay. So now you finished, you wrote the questions, okay? Let's go to page 128 and check if we answer correct or no. So here we have present simple, how? How does Jamie travel around London? So we have question word, how, auxiliary, does, subject, Jamie, verb, travel. Past simple, the same order. When, question word, auxiliary, did, subject, he, make his first TV series. Present continuous. Question word, what auxiliary is. Okay, the auxiliary is the word that usually comes after the question word, or you start the question with. If you ask yes, no question. Subject, he, here are. That's why we said we don't have infinitive, because you put ing here. Okay, so it's a verb. Writing at the moment. Can, which instrument? Okay, can. So the auxiliary comes with the verb. Can he play? So this is the correct order, okay? So now we'll go back and answer the other questions. Of course, here, if you have any problem with present simple, past simple, present continuous, can, go to elementary book, guys, and check the lesson that has these grammar, okay, units, and review them. Why? Because it's very important. In every book, we start reviewing all the grammar, the tenses that we studied in the previous or the last book. Okay, so it's very important to understand them all. After that, you can continue with us here. Okay, so let's see. Why don't we use an auxiliary in question number 5? Where's question number 5? Question number 5. Let's see. Okay, how often was Jamie's kitchen? We don't use auxiliary. Why? Anyone knows? Very good, because we don't have a verb. every time you have auxiliary, you should have a verb. So here we have does, because let's see the other questions. Okay, let me notes here. Auxiliary did, we have a verb make. Is, we have writing. Okay, can, we have play. But here only we have was, but we don't have a verb, so it's not an auxiliary. This is verb to be, normal verb to be. And let's see again. What's the verb in question number 6? Question number 6. How many children has he got? What's the verb, guys? Yes. How many children has he got? Very good. The verb is got. Has is the auxiliary. Because when we have a verb, we have an auxiliary. Okay. And let's see the last one. Look at question number 7. When do we use questions with be going to? When do we use questions with be going to? Question number 7. Where is he going to open his new restaurant? We use question with going to talk about present or past or future. Of course, in the future. So when you ask about future and you have a plan about future, you ask with present continuous. Okay, now let's go to page 128 and see again the tips here. We don't use do, does, or did to make questions with be. How often was Jamie's kitchen on TV? How old was Jamie when he got married? So because we don't have verb, again, we don't use auxiliary. We make questions with have got to ask about family relationships and positions. How many children has he got? Have you got a car? So this is, we use has and got. Has is the auxiliary, got is the verb, have the auxiliary, got the verb. We use questions with be going to ask about the future, about future plans. Where is he going to open his new restaurant? Again, all this grammar units we studied in the last book, elementary. Okay, it's very important to understand all these tenses and the grammar before we continue in this book. Okay, I will not explain everything here because it will take time, but if you want, you can go and make sure you understood them very well. Okay, so let's go back to the lesson. Now we have an exercise here. In this exercise, make questions with these words. You already have words. Okay, you don't need to add anything. You only need to put the words in the correct order. So what you will do, you will take, you have a piece of paper and make the same, this table. Draw this table in a piece of paper. The same table, question, word, auxiliary, subject, verb. After that, we come here and you put the verb in the same order. Again, so here we have live, where, do, you. So number 1, I start with the question word, where. Number 2, auxiliary, where, do. Number 3, the subject, where do you. Number 4, the verb, live. Okay, question number 2, I'll do it together, then I'll give you time to write it yourself. You got brothers and sisters, have how many? So question word again, yes, how many? How many what? You should write with the question word. With how many, always we have, and we studied this in elementary. After how many, we have a noun. What's the noun here? How many what? How many brothers and sisters? So this is the question word together. How many brothers and sisters? Auxiliary, where's the auxiliary? Have. How many brothers and sisters have? After that, subject, you. After that, the verb, got. That's it. Very easy. So stop the video, take a base of paper, paper and draw the table and write all the questions in the correct order. Do it now. Don't say I can do it. Don't say I know how to do it. Test yourself. Do it. Okay? And it will be good if you write it down. I know I will give you the answer, but I want you to write it down. Okay, in the comments. Okay, so you did it. Now I will give you the answer. Okay, or no? Listen, check first, then I give you the answer. Listen.
Track 2. 1.
Where do you live?
2.
How many brothers and sisters have you got?
3.
Why are you studying English?
4.
Which other languages can you speak?
5.
What's your favourite restaurant or cafe?
6.
What did you do last New Year's Eve?
7.
What are you going to do next weekend?
Okay, guys, so here's the answers. Okay. Okay, so you can check here. Now, what we will do is a speaking exercise now. We have some questions and we want to talk, to speak. In the class, I will put students, like 2 students together in pairs, and I will ask students to talk to your partner, ask your partner, and answer the questions so we can practice these questions. Okay, so for example, you ask me the question, where do you live? I answer, I say, I live in Istanbul. What about you? Write down, write in the comments. Okay, no problem. Stop the video, write in the comments. Okay, and let's see. You asked me how many brothers and sisters have you got? I have 1 brother and 4 sisters. What about you? Very easy. What about you? Okay. And number 3, why are you studying English? Okay, I can say I study English because I want to have a better job. I want to travel to Europe, to America. I want to communicate with people. I love the language. What about you? Number 4, which other languages can you speak? Oh, I speak Turkish, Arabic and Turkish. What about you? Okay, what's your favorite restaurant or cafe? I don't really have a favorite restaurant. Any restaurant has good food, I go and eat. I try different. Cafe, the same thing. I don't like drinking cafes and tea or macchiato, cappuccino, latte. These things I don't like to drink it. I only drink tea, normal tea, green tea, and coffee, especially Syrian coffee. What about you? Yes. Yeah. Okay, so which other? Yes, which other? Where? No. What did you do last New Year's Eve? Last New Year's Eve, what I did? I guess I stayed at home because in Istanbul it was very cold. I don't go out when it's cold. But what about you? Where did you go? What did you do? What are you going to do next weekend? Next weekend, I'm going to go to the beach because I guess it's the last month in the summer. Now we are still in, today is the 27th of August. We still have 4 days for September, then that's the last month. So I'm going to go to the beach. Okay, what about you? Yeah. Okay, so that's it. You speak, you answer me, and you write. So you use words, use the language. In this way, you improve. Okay. So now, this is the writing part. Here's the fun. Okay, you will write 8 questions to ask another students. Use this idea. So you ask why we are going to do this list. You ask your friend, but let's see that you will ask your friend, but you will answer the questions. You will answer about yourself, okay? You will ask about personal details, family, home, work, study, free time, last holiday, future plans, study English. Why? Because you want some information. After you have this information, you will write, okay, profile for your friend. Very simple. Don't say, oh my God, I am going to write like this. No. Here, you will ask your friend, for example, personal details. Okay, let's say like, how old are you? What are personal nationality? Okay, about family, for example, brothers, sisters. Are you married? Do you have any children? Have you got any children? Home, where do you live? You can ask some questions about the home. How many like rooms are there in your home? About work, about study, free time. What did they do about free time? Last holiday, what did you do last holiday? Future plans, studying English. So you write some questions. After that, you answer the questions. After that, you make it as a paragraph. Okay, let's say I wrote these questions, then I asked myself and I answered. After that, I say, like, for example, the same here. We started with Jamie Oliver. Jamie Oliver is one of the world's most famous chefs. You can watch him on TV. Okay, so you can write, for example, I write about myself, say Nasser is one of the best teachers in the world, right? Yeah, I know. So for example, and he made YouTube channel and he teaches English. He, for example, upload videos. Okay, and after that, I will answer the other questions. For example, about family. Okay, he's married and he's got like 2 daughters. He lives in Istanbul. He works as a teacher, blah, blah, blah. So you only write it in a small paragraph, okay? Then you put it down on the comments, okay? And I will check it for you. If there's any mistake, I will correct it for you. Okay, guys? So that's it about this lesson. We studied here vocabulary, okay? Then we practiced the vocabulary and we talked about it last video. After that, here in exercise number 3, we talked about famous people and why this person is more famous than that. We listened to Jamie Oliver here. After that, we answered the questions here. After that, we did an exercise in page 127 about question words and why we use them. Then we studied the grammar here. And we wrote some questions. We answered the questions. Then we have here writing exercise. So this is everything about the first lesson. Okay, guys. So please, any exercise I tell you to do. Okay. I want everyone to learn English in a good way. Don't just watch me and see the video and skip some exercises and you say, I know. No, if you know, show me that you know. Write down in the comment all the exercises, okay, that I ask you to do, okay, guys? So that's it. If you have any question, just, again, write it down in the comment and I will answer you as soon as possible. Thank you, and I will see you next lesson, okay, with what? Super commuter. Goodbye.